You too, man. What's going on? It's LNH back with another vid, man. And we have to talk about this, man. LaMelo Ball allegedly, I'm going to put this out, allegedly has just reacted to LiAngelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets situation on his Instagram. And this is super interesting, man. I got to be honest. And also, LaMelo just made a huge announcement about his signature shoe. So we're going to break it down, get right into it, man. If you do like these type of vids, like the vid, sub to the channel, turn on those post notifications, get a notification every time I upload a new video. But let's get right into it. Now, if you guys have not seen, a lot of people are questioning, man, what is going on with Jello? But in my opinion, at this second right now, things are not looking the best. I know a lot of people had hoped and wanted to see him on this Charlotte Hornets squad, and we had heard so many different reports about how he played well in Summer League, and he definitely did. Of course, there were politics with his teammates as well. I'm not really passing him the ball. Low-key, in my opinion, kind of hating on him, but Jello was still able to score the ball, play good defense, get his other teammates involved, and really did all the small things that you would think would make him be able to get signed on one of these squads. And especially the marketing aspect of things, being able to play with LaMelo and really be out there going crazy, it just made sense in everyone's mind. But something may have happened that we had no clue, and not a lot of people saw this happening. Now, there have actually been reports that are stated that the Hornets have completed their 20-man roster, which is tough, and that necessarily would mean that Jello would not be getting signed. Now, in my opinion, this is crazy because I think he played so well in Summer League. His shooting percentages were pretty good besides the one last game, which brought that overall down, but he was able to score the ball with ease. If you guys saw him shooting, I think he looked super crisp on the basketball court, and definitely the way he was running up and down, he was always energized and really ready to dig in and get buckets and win the game, and that's what it was most about. Now, of course, his team did not do a good job at winning, and I think that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. But man, Jello for sure showed a ton of potential, and the real reason why he can actually stay and should be able to get a spot in the league, and especially the fact that, of course, the coaches actually said they were impressed with what he did. Now, with that being said, and having that full roster filled, it's really interesting because even somebody like Shams Charania had said something about LiAngelo Ball actually getting signed. And what's crazy is the back and forth here between, we hear one side saying that he's going to be signed and then another side, and if we look at the actual facts, sometimes it doesn't always point to that. Now, I'm hopeful and optimistic that maybe something can work out for this dude. Maybe he'll go and sign with a different team, but as of right now, unfortunately, things are not looking the best for Jello in Charlotte. But I think that doesn't mean he can't play on another squad. You guys know, I think this dude has been working so long and has been playing so well that somebody is going to pick him up, and I think the Charlotte Hornets would be taking a huge L if they do not actually go ahead and pick this dude up, because of what he showed during Summer League. Definitely showed a ton of potential, and he can at least play in an NBA G League team for sure. Now, what's interesting is people are still pointing to the fact that because of the incident that he did do in China, that's the reason why he didn't get signed. And I cannot agree with this at all, because one, people are going to forget about that eventually, and just because you don't get signed, you have to think about how many players that go up and go in the league and actually do things in their past that are crazy. A lot of these guys have some wild backstories, but because they're able to play basketball and are so good at the game, a lot of times these things are actually slid under the carpet. And that's why I think potentially could happen for Jello, because he clearly does have the talent, but it really doesn't make sense, in my opinion, why they have not actually signed this dude, or any team has really picked him up. Now, even LeVar, of course, had even made an advertisement stating that he was selling t-shirts because the two Ball brothers were actually in Charlotte, and that may have been just for the, of course, the Summer League. But man, it's crazy with all this conflicting information to find out where he is actually going. But in this case, man, some people are even saying that Jello is just not good enough, and that's tough in my opinion. I think it's definitely a hard pill to swallow if people are saying that. But at the end of the day, if a team does not sign you, I think we have to ask the question, why is he not getting signed? Because you guys know, if you have the talent and skill, definitely you can get signed. But of course, on the other hand, there are always politics in this game of basketball, and I just hope it's not some type of politics that are really holding things back from him actually getting signed, because so many people had their hopes up to see him win. But you guys let me know, what do you think about this entire situation? In my opinion, it's definitely crazy crazy that we still have not seen the fact that this dude has got signed yet. Like, what is going on is crazy. Hopefully, at least if the Charlotte Hornets do not take him, he can make a different squad. And I think we have to remember this dude was averaging more points than both of his brothers, which is wild. But you guys let me know what you think about this entire situation in the comments down below. Now, on the other hand, man, LaMelo Ball, if you guys have not seen what's going on with his shoe, this dude is actually scheduled. Man, rumors are going around. There are posts that have been out that he's actually going to be releasing his brand new shoe for $125. And if we do take a look at them, they do look pretty solid in my opinion. But man, this still doesn't distract the fact that a lot of sources were actually saying and talking about LiAngelo Ball and how he was going to get signed. It's just crazy how we get so much conflicting information from one side to another. But man, LaMelo Ball shoes definitely look pretty valid in my opinion. I think for sure the prices are way lower, only coming in at $125 than his other shoes, of course, with BBB. But man, these look pretty solid. But man, what do you guys think? Are we actually ever going to see these two guys actually play on the same squad or not? Now, it's crazy because when you get insider source, and especially somebody like Shams Charania is saying most likely LiAngelo Ball is going to play with the G League, I feel like there's something that we have to be missing in this entire situation. And the reason I say that is because he's been such a credible source throughout all of these years, and probably coming from him is really a good and solid source of news. Of course, he didn't say he was definitely going to get signed, but I think we have to question, maybe not jump to conclusions whenever we do state that Jello is not going to be playing for the Charlotte Hornets, or in fact any G League team whatsoever. But man, it did kind of look like LaMelo Ball did react to LiAngelo Ball technically maybe not getting signed to the Charlotte Hornets from that Instagram story post. I think that's super interesting though. A lot of people are speculating. Of course, it's only speculation at the end of the day, but it's super interesting if that is in fact the real reason he did put that up on his story. Now, I think the craziest turn to this entire career for Jello if he does get signed, because at this point right now the chances are looking so rough for a lot of the sources and things that we've seen in the past. If he did actually get signed, in my opinion, I think this news would go crazy, and a lot of people honestly would never expect something like this, especially because his entire path to actually get to the league. You guys know he's had a ton of trials he's gone through. Of course, the UCLA situation, and then left there, has played overseas for a little bit, played in his father's league. But man, if he actually can make a squad, man, I gotta clap it up for him, because he has that dog mentality where he never wants to give up, and you don't see that in too many players, especially how long he has been playing this game of basketball. You guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this entire situation, man? Things are looking tough for my guy right now, but he definitely has a lot of talent. I think he will at least fit in somewhere. You guys let me know. Make sure you like the vid, sub the channel, turn on post notifications, get a notification every time I upload a new video. Make sure you drop any video suggestions you do have in the comments down below. So LaMelo out.